women do not date out of their race enough. And God, please release my sisters from the shackle of only dating black men. I feel like it's time for us to explore our options. It's way more of life to see, way more experiences to have.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video, unfortunately, we're going to continue to talk about black women continuously coming out here thinking that it is a good idea for them to get in relationship and ultimately marriage, and also go on to give these undeserving least producing males of society that are costing the US government $50 billion. And yes, every opportunity that I get, I'm going to remind you guys of that. This is why I truly feel like these males should have zero access to you, your energy, your time, because unfortunately, ladies, if you really think about it, what can these type of men really add to your life? These males don't believe in education. They don't believe in a nuclear family. They don't believe in providing. They don't believe in protecting. They don't believe in professing their love for you. On the contrary, what these males do believe, they feel like they don't have to work. They feel like they shouldn't have to go out here. They don't have to provide. They feel like you as a woman, you should submit to them. Why simultaneously they want you to be in either a 50-50 situationship with them, or they want you to be delusional enough to be taking care of them altogether. So I was just crawling on TikTok and I came across this lady that she's talking about all of these successful women that are in relationship with ultimately people that were once their help, but they decided that they wanted to bring these male within their life, give them their life that they really haven't worked and earned. But unfortunately, this woman has been learning the hardest way. And yes, even though Wendy Williams is no longer in this predicament, she's not married to that leash anymore. Unfortunately, I feel like given the fact that Wendy Williams was almost in a 30-year long relationship and married with this least producing male of society, unfortunately, Wendy Williams will always be one of those cautionary tales, because we all knew Wendy Williams of literally the queen of daytime television came to find out the dusty male that she decided that she was going to make her manager, she was ultimately going to give a legacy to. He was cheating on her throughout the entirety of their relationship. Wendy let us know that she knew about it, but the straw that broke the camel back for her was when he decided that he was not only going to be taking care of his mistress with Wendy Williams money, but he also decided that he wanted to create a love child within the whole predicament. Just the disrespect of it all. Simone Biles, unfortunately, Simone Biles, I've seen her low-hanging fruit husband continuously come out here, let it be known that he has zero respect for her, that he don't think that she's the prize in their marriage. He has made it very clear that initially he had zero interest in her. He only developed interest when he went, and after she was messaging him continuously, he went and he saw that she had this ton of followers. So then that is when he decided, oh, this can be someone, let me see what she had to offer me. Because even though, yes, he's not delusional enough to come out here and say these type of stuff publicly, I do feel like he probably has made these comments privately, because y'all know these male, every opportunity that they get, they're going to try to humble you as a black woman, because in this situation, no one can convince me. This is why Jonathan, he continuously feel that he had to come out here, let us know that she was the one that decided that she was going to drive almost 1 hour to meet him. He said she had been messaging him over and over, and ultimately he only decided to show any type of interest when he saw that she was the Simone Biles. And this male also had the audacity to open up his filthy mouth and not only say that him is the prize in the relationship, but he went as far to say that he had zero idea who the Simone Biles was. Nonetheless, I know some of these ladies that I'm talking about, the content creator, she didn't really spoke on them, but I do wanted to add my own scent, because black woman simply, I'm just tired of seeing this. She spoke about Haley Bailey, and she spoke about how she had no idea who DDG was prior to him getting in a relationship with Haley. And Haley Bailey, like so many other black women, continuously come out here and show us that regardless of them being highly intelligent, highly beautiful, highly successful, it seemed like whenever it comes to the least producing males of society, it seemed like black women can't really think properly. But nonetheless, guys, like I said, I wanted to come on here, incorporate this clip where this lady, she's talking about all of these successful women that ultimately are with men. These men are only with these women because of who they are, because of all the resources, because of the notoriety that they have. Because I can assure you guys, these four ladies that I just showed here on your screen, had these women not been as successful and in the financial situation that they are, I can assure you guys that these low-hanging fruit, had it been that these black male were as successful as these black women, y'all know that no black woman wouldn't have been able to get within these male cloak proximity. But unfortunately, black women, they have been sold the black law bullshit. And unfortunately, regardless of black women continuously seeing how these males don't really like y'all, it seems like black women are continuously still out here trying to prove to the world that us as black women, regardless of black men coming out here disrespecting us, abusing us in any way, shape, or form, we're gonna still stick it out. We still want them to see that we're gonna worship them.
Someone said Kendra G is a black male worshiper. You know what? You're goddamn right. I am a black male worshiper. I'm a good man, black male worshiper. And I have been through a lot of shit, trust and believe, with black men. And let me be clear, good black men. And I know several of them, and they should be worshiped. Reign supreme. So if you want to say Kendra G is a black male worshiper, you're goddamn right I am, because I'm a black woman. What else should I be worshiping? Who else should I be worshiping?
Regardless of them coming out here and letting it be known over and over that had you as the black woman been on fire, they wouldn't even spit on you to help tend the fire out. Nonetheless, black woman, like I said, we continue to look very sad. We continue to look very desperate out here because the stuff that I have seen all of y'all continuously doing for these male, you guys know for a fact that they would never do the same thing for you, which in my opinion is the saddest part of this whole type of situation, because we have seen and heard black women continuously come out here and be very vocal about they know that black men don't like them, but they're gonna do whatever within their power to try to convince these low-hanging fruit that us as black women, you as a black man, we should come together, we should try to unite, we should continue to build this strong black family. I'm not sure about you guys, but when I look around, I really don't see any strong black family. All I see is strong black woman, because unfortunately us as black women, regardless of these male coming out here saying that we're so masculine, unfortunately the only reason why we were forced within our masculine is because the males, which are y'all, the low-hanging fruits, unfortunately y'all don't really play that role. So unfortunately us as black women, as a survival tactic, this is what we have to display. Y'all are continuously coming out here saying that we're not feminine. The only reason we're not feminine is because thanks to y'all, that role is already full. Nonetheless, guys, check out what this TikToker had to say and then we will come back with more.
Now, before I start, I just want all of you to know that I've been asked to make this list, and people personally and specifically asked me to make a video on my opinion on all these relationships. Now, this is a video about famous women who have spouses who are only with them for their money. Now, starting with these two, the pretty beautiful Halle Bailey and DDG. Now, keep in mind, I had no clue who this man was until he got with her. I did some research, and he was with, before her, he was with like this rapper girl named Rose, something like that. Now, as this girl is very beautiful, beautiful face, beautiful body, beautiful everything. So what if I told you that you can still be beautiful and not be a man's type? And that's where this comes into play. In my opinion, he likes HOESs. And just not to mention, Halle Bailey is like the N-word. And not the N-word that has two G's in it. I'm talking about like a nerd. Like, she's like a nerd, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with nerds, but he clearly likes ghetto HOESs. And from what I also get from their relationship is that she's happy to have a bad boy. Like, she likes the experience of being with a bad boy. Like, he's like a bad boy to her, you know? But anyway, he's just not on her level at all. Like, she's up here and he's all the way down there. Like, what would he be doing without her? Would we even hear this man's name without her? He is really using her and that baby. Anybody with a brain can literally see this. Now, Queen Naja and Clarence. Another light-skinned man. Told you guys a million times I don't trust him. He gives me like bum playing PlayStation at home all day while his girl is out making the money and brings home the bread. If I'm not mistaken, this is her second baby father, and her first baby father wasn't either. I don't know what he does. It just seems like he's living off of her, but everybody says he's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. Okay, does that match up with anything that she's doing? Even his whole look, like his whole ordeal gives me, I want a woman to take care of me. And from what I get from her is she's just happy to have a cute boyfriend and she'll pay anything to keep him around. Another light-skinned man. I mean, so I was kind of skeptical of these two because he was actually with her way before she was who she was today. They had like a little relationship back way before she was famous, and now they're together again. So I don't know if I want to include them. But however, he is living off of her because he doesn't have anything and she has everything. So you guys can have your own opinion on that. Light skin again. Again, I don't know who this man is at all. I just know my girl Keke Palmer does her thing all the time. But he really gives me, like, I'm writing this thing out so she can take care of me. I'm with her for her money. I'm going to stay around as long as she gives me money. And I love Keke Palmer, but, like, it's almost like she's willing to pay anything to keep him around as well. Who is he? And I'm genuine when I ask who is he. I don't know who this man is. Without even doing any research, I just know he's not on her level. Now, I dare somebody to say, oh, do you know these two people? It is a known fact that this man is a user and is with her for her money. Her mother was the first one to curse him out to his face about using her daughter. Do y'all remember the season of Housewives of Atlanta when she first got with this man? And her mother was pissed, talking about how he only wants to use her daughter for her money. And do you remember somebody, I think he went to high school with or something, came on the show and she was like, it's just a coincidence how he always finds himself in a good financial place with a woman who's willing to take care of him. Also, do y'all remember how he was living in her big ass mansion and was only paying the cable bill? If Candy did not have the money she had and was not willing to spend it on him, he would not be with her. And do you guys remember how they got together? He was the cameraman. He was working for the show. He was behind the camera. And Candy did admit to trying to talk to him first. Like, she was the aggressive one. And I love Candy, but it's just something about her that just gave me sugar mama vibes. Like, she would just pay for it. Anyway, moving right along. She's taller than him. Light-skinned guy. First of all, Cash Doll, I did not forget that you said you was going to do something to me. See, that's what happens when you got a little fame and you on these apps talking too much. Okay, anyway. First of all, the way Cash Doll presents herself and the way she speaks, it comes off as very sugar mama-ish. I don't know who this man is again. Don't know what he does. But I just feel like she's taking care of him. Yeah. She seems to always be in an interview talking about women need to stop being with men for their money. Then, does everybody remember how she was begging Trey Songz to date her? Yeah. Chloe and Tristan, it's just something about him that gives me survival mode. Like, I'm with Chloe to survive. Like, I need her to survive. He was in a relationship when he met Chloe, and Chloe was smiling all up in his baby mother's or wife. I don't know if they were married, but they had a child together. And then she took him from his baby mother. Now I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. You can't take a man, whatever. But you can just tell that he's with her to survive. She takes care of him, point blank, period. First of all, they are 18 years apart. That's number one. And most of the time, when you're that up in age and your man is young enough to be your child, most of the time they're gonna look at you as a cougar sugar mama. He has nothing going on and he keeps lying. He lied to her about the restitution he owes. He said he owes $250,000 and it's really only $12,000. So that right there, he was trying to get money out of you. Everything about him is fake. Again, another light skinned man. I keep telling y'all to stop trusting them. Not saying a dark skinned man won't, but I don't think I have anything else to say because I think it's just too obvious and you're just out here looking stupid. Just like you do in this damn picture. And yeah. Yandy and Mendici, listen, I am so sorry, but it's been obvious from the beginning that Mendici has only been with her for her connections and money. If you are from New York City, from the Bronx or Harlem, you should know a little bit of what I know. Mendici was still in a relationship with his second baby mother, Erica, when he met Yandy. And he chose Yandy because he felt like Yandy was a better opportunity. Is there anybody on here that went to Mendici's baby shower with his second baby mother, Erica? Because I think Yandy was waiting for him outside of the baby shower or some shit like that. But I believe he was still with Erica, trying to work it out, but then trying to use Yandy for her money. And then he had a thought process that told him, like, I gotta leave Erica for good and get with Yandy if I want to be on my feet. He used Yandy to get on his feet. He knew he was going to prison, and that's why he proposed to her so she could pay the court fees. He was never into her. He was with her for survival, and that's why now he's trying to leave because he already got everything he wanted out of her. Now it's his time to go. See, I would have thought that everybody would have learned from these two. And you know what? I don't even know what the fuck she was thinking because, like, oh my God. But anyway, we would have thought everybody would have learned something from these two, but I guess not. And also, to be quite frank, I didn't trust him either. And I think they got a divorce or whatever, but Britney Spears is a good-looking woman and she's successful, and I'm sorry for everything she's been through. But yeah, this is my list of famous women who just have men who just want them for their money.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, not necessarily anything new, just a topic that me and so much more Black women and just women of color as general has been continuously coming out here talking about. And frankly, the only reason why we're talking about it, it is not because we love to see Black women in this struggle predicament. The only reason why we continuously is talking about this is because we're trying to caution the younger upcoming generation that you don't have to fall in this struggle love bullshit because unfortunately us as Black women, we have been conditioned literally ever since we came out the womb to stick beside these least producing male, and these male on the contrary, they feel the complete opposite. Because I do feel like it is one thing for once we're young, we've been taught something, right? I do have the ideology that once you grow up, you're able to make your own decision once you become adult. I do have that mindset that once you know better, you do better. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say about what my opinion as well as this TikToker had to say about all of these beautiful, successful women coming out here knowing for a fact that had they not been who they are, these leashes of male.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed Black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with Black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they help create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.